Hello, everybody. So, some of you already know me, but in case you are not aware, my name is Praveen Mididodi, and you have seen me writing several times on Facebook. But for the first time, I thought of making a small video. And so, the topic I have chosen today is Delhi elections 2020. As you all already know, the Aam Aadmi Party led by Arvind Kejriwal has won the election 63 out of 70. Now, contrary to what many of you may think, my goal here is not to raise my fist and say, I have won and you have lost. Because if I do that, then I'm not really doing independent analysis. Most of my friends see me as someone who strongly supports Aam Aadmi Party. Now, there might be some truth in it, but honestly, I truly see myself more as someone who supports clean politics rather than as someone who supports a specific political party. Now, growing up as a kid in India, one question that I constantly kept thinking about and something that always bothered me was that why is that politicians in India do not do their job? And then the other question that always bothered me was that why is there so much of corruption? Now you may be surprised to hear this, but there were days earlier in my life when I used to search for the email ID of a newly elected politician and then send emails with some new ideas with a hope that at least this new leader could make a difference. Now, of course, no one ever responded, and that's a different story. Anyway, coming back to this particular Delhi elections, I am personally glad that policies such as education, healthcare, economy, etc., these things played a much bigger role than divisive politics. If Aam Aadmi Party had lost this year, India unfortunately could have ended up seeing more politicians talk about irrelevant issues. Although I have been a very close observer of Indian politics for more than 2 decades, it's just that in the last 7 years, I started observing people much more closely in terms of how they think who the right leader is. More than 7 years ago, I earlier used to think that all of us have the same goal. That is, policies such as economy and development were something all of us cared about equally. But the difference I thought was that we all think differently in terms of who is going to take us there. Now, it's unfortunate to say that I do not think that way anymore. We have some people, I call these people belonging to the first group, and these people are truly concerned and they care about the real change. Then we also have people who I call the second group, and these people are genuinely confused. And unfortunately, because of lack of education and awareness, they do not have a clear understanding of what is good for them and their families. And then finally, we have the third group who enjoys the rhetoric thrown at them by the politicians, and they could be doing this for reasons known best to them. Anyway, I do not want to go into the details regarding the third group. But the bigger point I'm trying to make here is that if you belong to the second group, that is the group that truly cares about development and future, and you don't care which leader takes you there, then you should really be happy about Aam Aadmi Party's win. Now, when politicians win elections based on policies that really affect citizens, that is when you'll start seeing a real change. You will start seeing politicians belonging to other parties doing the same. I personally want politicians and political parties to compete against each other on right issues. And as I always say, if there is any other leader, either in Delhi or any other state in India, if he or she is going to do a better job than Aam Aadmi Party or Arvind Kejriwal, as I always say, I will be the first person to support them. Thank you for your time, and please feel free to post a comment if you agree or if you disagree. I personally want to assure you all that my goal is to create an independent platform to discuss about real issues and nothing else, as I have other important goals in my life. Looking forward to hearing your comments, and thank you for your time.